Citizens speak out. People across the world continue to find their voices and march in demand of basic human rights, including improved job opportunities, living conditions, and increased participation in their governments as they gather in countries such as Bahrain, Egypt, Libya, Mexico, Palestine, and Syria.
In Mexico, a 3-day national march for justice and peace led by poet Javier Sicilia, whose son was kidnapped and killed by organized crime groups, arrived in Mexico City, where participants reiterated calls for an end to the violence as they received messages of support from President Felipe Calderón and Mexico City Mayor Marcelo Ebrard.
In Libya, pro-government forces used helicopters painted falsely with Red Cross insignias to bomb 4 large fuel storage tanks in the besieged city of Misurata, causing a huge fire which spread to another 4 tanks, which were the city's only source of fuel. Revolutionaries had contacted the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, before the attack, and conveyed their frustration when NATO did not respond by assisting with enforcement of the no-fly zone in that area to protect citizens.
The Bahraini military public prosecution announced it was trying 21 activists, 14 of whom have been arrested and the rest who will be tried in absentia, on charges of subversion and complicity with an anti-government organization. Several well-known political leaders who have participated in the peaceful protests are among those being charged, including activists Akil Ahmed Al-Maoud and Wa'ad Party leader Ibrahim Sharif.
Syrian security forces and tanks entered the cities of Tafas and Homs Sunday, May 8th, with a Syrian rights campaigner who reported that they had killed at least 6 people in and near Banyas on Saturday. Activists organizing the Facebook page, The Syrian Revolution 2011, called upon President Bashar al-Assad to organize free elections to be held in the next 6 months, stating that if he could help Syria transition to a peaceful democracy, he would be the pride of Syria. They also called for him to stop the shooting of protesters, to allow peaceful demonstrations, release all political prisoners, and to encourage diversity.
Syrian human rights group Sawazia reports that up to 800 civilians have been killed over the past 7 weeks by government security forces attempting to repress the pro-democracy protesters. In Egypt, 12 people died and another 232 were injured when violence was sparked between Muslims and Coptic Christians in Cairo on Saturday, while a nearby Christian church was also burned. As the Coptic Christian community called for greater protection, the Egyptian cabinet held an emergency meeting to address the situation and said that additional security measures would be implemented. The next day, hundreds gathered in the city of Alexandria, calling for unity between religions. Egypt's highest religious authority, Al-Azhar, also held an emergency meeting, after which the Grand Mufti urged a national reconciliation conference.
An estimated 500 African migrants were saved in what Italian Coast Guard officials referred to as a miracle rescue, as their boat was severely damaged after hitting rocks near Lampedusa Island Friday night. The combined effort of the Coast Guard, as well as locals in small boats and others who beamed bright lights, allowed all to be saved, including many women and children.
With deep sympathies for the loss of life, we pray for the cessation of all conflicts and the dawn of peace in every country as people across the globe decide to live side by side in freedom, dignity, and peace.